Hi, my name is Jake and I'm a motion designer from Ukraine. And now we will make this effect. But first, I want to tell you about my own karaoke titles toolkit, with over 20 unique styles and easy way to use it even for beginners. Best part, if you've seen somewhere cool styles of karaoke titles, you can write me to this email and I'll make update with styles which you want. It supports any font and any language. It's completely transparent, so you can render only titles for your client if you need. It already has a big variety of styles, which is great fit for any song. You can even use your own photo as bouncing ball to make it more fun for your audience. It has 3 main controllers: slider for timing, color pickers for colors to personalize your look, and checkboxes for styles. And also, you can use your own logo. And that's still not all. You can also combine multiple styles to make vibrant and interesting to watch your own unique karaoke titles. Link to my karaoke titles toolkit is first link in description to this video. And now, to find out who won in giveaway for Physics Now plugin, just check my first comment to this video. Let's get started.
I'm working in Adobe After Effects CC 2015. This footage you can find in the description below. So let's drag and drop on this icon here to create new composition. Короче, let's work here. Let's cut our footage to this moment and work on this scene here. Now let's go to Layer, New, Solid. I'll call it Element and click OK. Now here in Effects and Presets, let's type Element, drag and drop on this layer, then click on Scene Setup. And now let's import our model of Mjolnir. This OBJ file you can find in description as well. Just double click on it and click OK. Now let's go to presets. You can use standard, or if you have pro shaders, you can open here, and I've used metal ones. So let's open our Mjolnir textures. As you can see, I applied this clean metal foil as a main texture. Now let's add some environment. Click here on environment and you can choose from these presets. In my case, I want to use my own photo from forest. I'm gonna use this photo right here and double click on it. Then click OK and OK as well. So as you can see, we already have some reflections. Let's continue adding texture to our Mjolnir. Just pick one of those which you think looks better. I'm gonna stick with these ones. I think it looks good. You can also change the glossiness right here if you think it's too reflective. I'll set mine to 80 and click OK here. So now we can go to World Transform and click on Create button. Here we have our null object, and let's press S on keyboard to change scale. I'll set mine to about this big. Then press R on keyboard. Let's rotate to -90 in Z space, and let's set to 50 in Y rotation. Then hold Shift and press P on keyboard to see our position. Let's create our first keyframe by clicking on this stopwatch here and play around with these values to get a look what you want. Let's cut our layers to this moment, and at the beginning of the layer, let's move it over like here to have this kind of animation. And then let's create new keyframe. And here at the end, let's copy this first keyframe, press Ctrl C to copy, and here Ctrl V to paste. Here in Graph Editor, let's change this curve. Also, let's apply some expression to our orientation. Hold Alt key on keyboard and left mouse click on this stopwatch here. Let's type wiggle, open bracket, 10, comma, 0.5, close bracket. It will give some wiggle animation. Let's also hold Alt key on keyboard and left mouse click on this stopwatch for a position and copy this wiggle animation to the position. Press Ctrl C on keyboard and Ctrl V to paste. Now let's change these values. This one let's set it to 3 and first one to 12. First value is frequency and second one is amount of our wiggle. Basically how much space it will take. So 12 and 3 looks good. Let's preview. Now let's select our layer and press A on keyboard to see our anchor point. Let's set a keyframe. We will add some additional movement. About here, let's change this middle value. Let's select both of these keyframes and press F9 on keyboard. Select this first keyframe, press Ctrl C on keyboard and paste it here by pressing Ctrl V on keyboard. Now let's go to our graph editor. Set these curves like this, go back and select first and last keyframe, press and hold Ctrl on keyboard and left mouse click on it to make these kinds of keyframes. Now let's press A on keyboard, hold Shift and press P to see also position.
and let's adjust it a bit to have better motion. I want also to change this first value. I'll change mine to 159. I think it looks better. And now let's work on our hammer. Now it looks like 3D model and we want to give more realistic look. So let's close here, select our element layer and go to effects and presets. Let's type here turbulence displace, amount let's set it to 50 and size to 2. Let's also add some noise, drag and drop on our layer, set it to 9 and checkbox here. Let's also apply fast blur. I'll set mine to 3 to make it more blurry. And also let's add some sharpen. In sharpen amount, let's set it to 100. And maybe let's select our fast blur and go to edit, duplicate. Let's break it down. Blur dimensions, let's change to horizontal. And let's set it to 5. So let's close all these steps here to see our improvements. So this is before and this after. We want to hide any imperfections and also make it look a bit more realistic. Okay, we've done this scene, and now let's see how I've made first and last scene. Let's select our element layer, go to edit, duplicate. Let's cut our layer to this moment, as also our work area. Select it and click here on link, and then click this create button. So now we have new null object, and with this one we can adjust the motion of our Mjolnir. Press R on keyboard to change rotation. Let's also shut these effects for now, so it would work faster. And let's find some good moment and move it to our hand. Let's press P on keyboard, hold shift on keyboard also, and press R to see our rotation as well. Let's create keyframes for position and orientation, and just try to match this scene. This will be the manual process, so it will take some time. So once you get a good position, you just move it over a couple of keyframes and continue the process. You can also add some keyframes to our rotation if you need, and just take your time to make all the animation. I will not waste your time now, so let's go for the next step. Let's copy our footage. Select it and go to edit, duplicate. Let's move it above our element layer, and then select this pen tool here and cut our hand out. It should be above our hammer here, so basically you need to rotoscope your hand on top of hammer. You can also change feather to 5 and just take your time to do this animation. Exact same technique I did at the last scene.
Make sure to subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.